Hi there. So the latest from Congo is a news that is making rounds online is that during his visit to the UK, the president of Rwanda talked to journalists and he was asked the same issue about Congo because that's what they keep asking him. And of course, we know he keeps denying it. But when he was asked this week, he says that he takes offense at the South African development community's diplomatic misstep. He says they made a mistake, and he went ahead to say that it bothered him. So here they say it bothered him that South Africa and other South African community countries, that is Tanzania, Zambia, Malawi, and those ones, they never reached out to Rwanda, which is currently in direct tension with the DRC over the conflict in Eastern Congo. Now, look, Paul Kagame, the Rwandan president, keeps denying that they're backing M23. He even rejects drone videos and drone images showing his own troops in Congo. He rejects the drone videos and photos showing surface-to-air missile systems inside Congo that only belong to Rwandan army. Some of these systems are unique. So the ones that were seen in Congo are known to belong to the RDF. He denied that. He says there was no such equipment in Congo. So he has refused. And officially, Rwanda has not declared a war on Congo. So that is the official stand of the South African development community. And they came to Congo to help Congo because Congo was saying that there were these foreign invasion. There were foreign mercenaries being sent to his country to kill civilians. And he needed help. So they came there to help Congo. And since Rwanda had rejected being involved, why would they reach out to Rwanda? On one hand, he wants to say he's not involved. On the other hand, he says those who are coming to help the victim should also talk to him because he's in direct tension with that victim. Which is which? Are you involved? Is Rwanda sending their troops to Congo or is Rwanda not? If you're not involved, then why should we talk to you? Why should anyone talk to you? And so that's what he says. He takes offense. And definitely we've seen it in action. His troops, not the M23, the troops from Rwanda that are in Congo are shelling the position of the SADC troops. Now I'm showing you a Google Earth map. This is a region near the hill of the Bambiro Hill. And this region is called Mubambiro. I don't know whether it's the river or the hill there, but you get the point, right? It's in Sake. So as you can see, let me try to zoom out. The city of Goma is usually 24 kilometers on this side. You move a bit of northwest towards the town of Sake, which was almost taken over by Rwandan troops and the M23 rebels, which also are Rwandans. You just say M23 stroke RDF. And that's where the SADC troops are, particularly the Tanzanians are in this camp, which is also a camp owned by MONUSCO. Now, remember, Tanzania had about 2,000 troops part of MONUSCO. So this is the MONUSCO camp. These white things here, these are the MONUSCO soldiers' tents, right? And the South Africans were given a camps around here. Not this one particularly, but they have a camp around here. I think this is the one. They have this camp here. So these are the South African, which are part of the SADC. And on the south, it's a node MONUSCO camp, as you can see. So if I zoom in, maybe I might find a building with a name. Campamento, I don't know what that means. Maybe that's owned by the guys from Brazil. This is the Indian one. I know that because you can even see the vehicles are the ones that the Indian peacekeepers use. And I think this is the one that the Tanzanians use. Now, I wanted to show you this to know that they've been shelled they keep getting shelled. Now they are shelled using mortars, the mobile mortars that are carried by infantry, and mostly the shelling comes about from these hills here, sometimes near Nyiragongo, these hills here. So near this mountain, which is the Mpambiro mountain, a hill, sorry. So they come like a smaller group of soldiers, maybe 5, 10, 20. They get close, then they mount those short mortars. They fire about 10, 20 shells, and then they run back. Then it has been shown that those are Rwandans. The Rwandan troops that are doing that. They are operating in this region of the mountain Nyiragongo, this region here. So there's a way they come using the bush and the grassland. They come close to these camps and they do that and they run away. That is a message from him. Now, he even went ahead to say that yet when Rwanda was asked to deploy troops to Mozambique, President Kagame himself sought out President Cyril Ramaphosa and the SADC and engaged them about the plans before it deployed. Now, remember, Rwandan troops are in Cabo Delgado. It's a province in northern Mozambique. Now, what happened there, is that they got gas and oil, mostly gas. And gas was to be sold to Japan. Japan is trying to move away from nuclear reactors. They were looking for a market that they can get gas to fire the electricity there. So they had a treaty with Mozambique. Now, a company from France called Total, came there and started exploiting those regions and extracting the gas and shipping it to Japan. But then the people of that region, the northern region of Mozambique, who have been neglected since even before the independence, they don't have roads, they don't have schools, they don't have anything. They picked up arms. Now it so happens that the people from that region are also predominantly Muslims. So they took up arms. They were looking for people to help them with getting guns to fight the government, because you understand, you are neglected for more than 60 years. Then a resource is found in your territory, and instead of your sons and daughters getting the jobs or being considered for getting those jobs, they start bringing people from Maputo. Now, Maputo is far south. If you look at Maputo is far south from Cabo Delgado, right? And people are coming from as far as Maputo, which is closer to South Africa, getting jobs in a region that have been neglected for all those years. So what happened is that those people there, they felt that they need to fight the government. It was justified. But you see, the government of Mozambique was embarrassed. Every time they would send their troops, the troops would feel embarrassed to fight these people, because the reason why they were fighting was justified. It made sense. How can you neglect us for all those years, and you're coming here, taking away resources found in where we are, and we don't even have schools, hospitals, and roads? So it wasn't that the Mozambican army could not fight them. Every time they would go there and see the state of the territory there, they felt embarrassed and they refused to fight. So then the government in Mozambique told Total, you need to figure out, you need to come up with your own form of protection. We cannot help you. Those are the blocks. Get the gas out, but we are not going to help you. So do you know what Mozambique did? Total did? They reached out to their government, France. France looked for a mercenary army in Africa, and guess who they found? Rwanda. Believe me, it sounds like sci-fi, it sounds like a movie, but that's what happened. Rwanda offered to be fighting these freedom fighters, if you call them. They are calling them jihadists because they are Muslims, but they are freedom fighters. It's the same thing. If you came to where I come from and you found gold or any other mineral and you've neglected us for more than 60 years, I would pick up guns and fight the government, the central government. There's no way you're going to come bring people from as far as Maputo. Sorry, I'm trying to look for the map. Bring people from the far south, from a developed region that is far south near South Africa. Bring them here to do the job in a region that we've been neglected. We don't have education. We are not. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the war that was there. That's why even the SADC troops left, because they found it is more political than something to do with the insurgents. So Rwanda is offering to fight on behalf of Total. They're not there to help people from Mozambique. They're not there to help to fight because the Mozambique army could not do it. They're there because it's Total that is paying them. Now, if you look at the internet, Rwanda received last year 160 million euros from the European Union because they are fighting there. So France, which is part of the EU, talked to the EU to help them pay Rwanda, or rather the Rwandan troops that are there, on behalf of Total, so that they can protect the French interests. So Rwanda is not there because they are doing a good thing there. They are there to fight people who are fighting for a just cause. As you can see from this map, and you compare it with the map south, in the south you can see a lot of road network, developed areas. Even when you zoom in, you can see cities and smaller towns springing up on the Google map. If you go to the north, it's like they don't have humans who live there, even though we know there's a lot of people who live there. The reason behind that is because it's the government negligence that has been taking place, including even before they got independence. So he says that he talked to SADC because of that. The reason why SADC troops are in Congo is totally different from the reason why the Rwandan troops are in Mozambique. Now back to the story. Today, as I was going through the media, I noticed something. This is an article that was released on 8th of April. That is a few days ago, this week. And it talks that Rwanda has been ranked again as the top global exporter of this mineral called coltan or tantalite or casterite for the 5th time in 10 years. Now, if you look at the map, the graph they are using, the yellow graph is Rwanda, the blue is Congo. Rwanda has been topping until the year 2017 when Congo got serious. They started being they started exporting more than Rwanda because this mineral mostly comes from Congo. So from the year 2020, so Rwanda barely even made half of what Congo was exporting in 2020. In 2021, and in 2020, what happened is that Congo had an election. They had an election actually in the year 2018 in December, and the president of Congo, Felix Tshisekedi, became their president, and he got serious, and that's when you can see Congo started exporting more coltan than Rwanda because the minerals were not being stolen. Then last year in June, not last year, the year before, that is the year 2022, in June, the M23 went again to those mines in Masisi, and as you can see from the graph, 2023 Rwanda has gone up again. It's exporting more coltan, which shows you that the war there from this article, coltan is at the heart of the DRC Rwanda tension, and this is what this young man was saying here. And the evidence is shown by this website called Economic Finance Agency, showing you the latest data that Rwanda is now exporting more coltan than Congo after the M23 started attacking Congo. So the reason why Rwanda sometimes does things is because of certain interests. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The reason why M23 is in Congo is to steal the minerals. Well, that's one of the agenda. And the reason why the Rwandan troops went to Mozambique was to protect Total. It has nothing to do with them protecting the Zambians. It's there because of France. France requested Rwanda to lend them their army to protect French interest there, because definitely if France had brought their own army, a lot of African people would have rallied behind these insurgents or fighters in Cabo Delgado. So using an African black army to do the work of Europeans is different, right? It's very different. Even though France actually has an army located on this island called Mayotte, they have about 5,000 of them here. If they had sent 2,000 to come and fight here, the story would be different today. But they requested Rwanda to come and do the job, and Rwanda would be paid instead. And then that's what they are doing. And people will come to the comment section below, start saying that that's not the case, but the Rwandan army is also being used as a mercenary army in Mozambique. That's what they are doing there.